So we just got home. Our family just got home from a trip, and it's always fun to be in the car with the kids for 6 hours plus, and then stay in a small hotel room for a week. So, anyway, I have to share with you. This is funny to me. My husband obviously was doing some of his comedy while we were down there, and on the way home in the car, I was driving and I was asking Cooper, my 8-year-old. I said, "Honey, why don't you tell me some jokes to keep me enthused while I'm driving?" And he's like, "No, because Dad'll just steal him for his performance." And which is funny, which is kind of true because I mean most comedians do. They use like their family stories, right? That's how they pull from, right? We all do when we tell our stories. It's something that we can pull from that's unique to us. So I had said, "Well, what jokes did Daddy steal from you?" And he's like, I don't want to tell you because he's gonna steal them." Anyway, so this stems from Cooper was like 6 years old. He calls it his babyhood because now he's in his childhood. So back in his babyhood, according to him, he was going to do the talent show at his school, and he wanted to do it. We like had no idea that he wanted to do this. He talked to his dad about it, and his dad did help him like to just how to like pause and things like that. But Cooper wrote his own jokes, and I was like, really? Cooper wrote his own jokes? I mean, he was 6 or 7 years old when this happened. Anyway, he came home from tryouts from his talent show, which we were shocked. And most kids, if they're going to do something for the talent show, they do it like with pairs or group, especially at that age, right? That was very unique. So I was proud that he was even had the courage to do something like that. So and he's my son. I'm going to be proud no matter what he does. So I'm excited. When he comes home, I asked him, "Well, how did it go? How did the talent show tryouts go?" And he hands me and his father a note. And the note reads this. It says that Cooper's jokes were inappropriate and offensive, and that they promoted violence, and they left out they something about how they left out certain areas or certain groups of people. So he was very being selective of his audience or whatnot. Well, I was like, and then he said, if he wants to be in the talent show, here's a couple of jokes he could tell. And so I proceed to read the jokes, and very offended by the jokes, by the way. So their jokes are, how do you make a butterfly? And the answer is, throw a stick of butter. Okay, that to me is like, how is that not promoting like a violent act? If you're throwing butter, I can just see kids going home and saying, "Hey, Mom, how do you make a butterfly?" And then taking their butter and throwing it across the kitchen. I can see that actually happening. That would be legit. So I was offended by that one. And then the second joke was, why did the chicken cross the playground to get to the other slide? Well, anybody that knows that the basis of that, why does chicken cross the road, knows that it's very offensive. It stems from slavery times, and it stems from crossing the road meant, or crossing over was like crossing over, that if, when things were beyond no longer, they'd rather cross over, meaning they would leave. And if they left, they would be killed, and being killed meant they would cross over to the other side. So that's was the saying back a long time. So that joke is very, very offensive and very, very way worse than my son's jokes. And anyway, so I guess I should share what my son's jokes were. So these are my son's jokes, and keep in mind he's only 6 or 7 when he wrote these himself. So I, as a mother, of course, I'm gonna be biased and proud of him, but I do think they're cute. And so his jokes, his first joke was this: he has a best friend, Percy. He goes, "My best friend Percy told me that if you get in trouble at school, just bring your teacher an apple and everything will be forgiven." He goes, "So on the first day of school, I brought 220 apples. That way I didn't have to worry about it all year long. When I got home, I was planting apple seeds in my backyard. My mom thought that was so cute, watching me plant seeds in the backyard. Little did she know I was getting ready for high school." To me, I mean, even though I was like kind of like, Cooper, it was still like, that was cute. That was funny. That was original. I liked it. I hadn't heard a joke like that. So I thought that was very good for a 6-year-old, 7-year-old to come up with a joke like that. And then this is his follow-up joke. He's like, "Okay, parents, close your ears, or adults, close your ears. I'm going to tell you the truth about Santa. They've lied to us. I was bad all 365 days last year, and I still got everything I want. Santa doesn't care if you're naughty or nice." Now, to me, when he first started saying that joke, I was nervous. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with it, right? Somewhere about Santa and magic kind of thing, telling kids certain things that they